Welcome and Swagatam to the VRJ Video Research Journal of R81, ffbmd, and you are familiar with this area. I have talked several times about this area, and in the previous lecture we know about the second draft. Now continuing the previous lecture. The conclusion may carry something more than a repetition of the findings indicated elsewhere. All conclusions should be directly related to the research. Perhaps the conclusion could reveal a special insight of yours, throwing up a possibility of the findings being applied to a different situation or even different discipline. Proper references of related work should be included. Trivial matters and obvious conclusions should not be included, and if there are such sentences, then they should be dropped. Now, we are going to talk about the third draft, and this will be the final draft of the work done. So let's talk about the third draft. This is the last stage. In this stage, one can concentrate on final touches and finishing. It should be in the direction of making the report weighty, attractive, authoritative, and convincing. Similar words and formats should be avoided in successive sentences. Make sure that a script clearly shows the originality of the author and importance of the outcome of the study performed. In all the three stages of report preparation, one should follow a proper style of writing. Use clear and unadorned English appropriate for the readers. One has to be aware of to whom the research report is intended. The report is not for the supervisor. It is better to avoid the use of personal pronoun. Use of I and the author should be avoided. Both active and passive voice should be used wherever necessary or appropriate. However, when using them, one should check whether the meaning is strictly correct. For example, when writing the experimental result agree with the theory, we must check whether we are strengthening the experimental result or the theory. Care must be taken in using present and past tenses. Use past tense to describe the data collection and work done by others and you. For interpretations, assessments, and discussion, present tense is appropriate. Since a research article is to be read by experts in the field, avoid expressions such as "in other words," and to put it in a simple way. Experts may not take kindly to such phrases, as they feel that they are competent to grasp even complex ideas stated in difficult idiom. Between various stages, it is advisable to give gap of few days so that you can leisurely think of the manuscript and record how to revise it. This will avoid unnecessary tension and half-hearted write-up. How do you ensure that your paper will be well received by readers? Some of the suggestions are: the paper can be given to colleagues who are not familiar with the topic so that it can be attended by non-specialists in the field. Before sending it to a journal, author can ask their colleagues and friends working in the same field to read it and comment on it. Don't feel offended if the colleagues suggest drastic change. think back to couple of papers which have made an impression on you and are still long remembered. Note down and analyze the style, presentation, and other features that have impressed you. According to David Hilbert, the presentation and understanding of the outcome of an investigation is not to be considered complete until you have made it so clear that you can explain it to the first man whom you meet on the street. This clarity and ease of comprehension is so important. So these are the important facts about third draft or last stage of the draft. And with this, I would like to end this lecture here.